Howdy do y'all, this is John, and today we are talking about The Naked Gun, a new movie out in theaters right now. And in The Naked Gun, it stars Liam Neeson as Frank Drebin Jr., a police detective who is investigating this connection between this robbery and this person's apparent murder. And in doing so, he unlocks this big conspiracy, and I think we all know where this is going to go. Now, first and foremost, what I liked about the movie, surprisingly, I thought Liam Neeson was great in the movie. Now, I know he had, shown comedic chops before. However, I just didn't really see him as filling in for Leslie Nielson too well. Like, Leslie Nielson was one of those actors that was one of a kind. He could do just about anything. But he was most famous for his work in comedy because of how he approached comedy. Dude was hilarious as well. However, to my surprise, and I like it when I'm wrong in this kind of way, Liam Neeson just worked. He worked as the son of Frank Drebin, Leslie Nielsen's, character in the original movies. And much like Leslie, he was easily the funniest thing about the movie. When it comes to the humor in the movie, it's not as funny as the original Naked Gun. It's not, but it's definitely funnier than the average comedy, kicking around these days. The original Naked Gun is hilarious. There were moments when I first watched it that, I about busted a gut laughing. However, I never really, almost busted a gut laughing watching this movie. Some jokes don't stick the landing, unfortunately. Most provide a pretty decent laugh, though. Again, it's not as funny as the first Naked Gun. But it's a lot funnier than what we're used to nowadays. As far as the story goes, it's definitely kind of a paint-by-numbers crime detective movie. If you've seen a crime detective movie already, you're gonna recognize some of the tropes and stuff in this film. It doesn't really do anything new. Now, as far as the characters go with Frank Drebin Jr., the apple did not fall very far from the tree. Frank Drebin Jr. was a lot like his father in the original Naked Gun. It was a lot like his father, which made, Liam Neeson actually doing well, surprising. What differences there are between the two are kind of minor, but at the end of the day, apple did not fall far from the tree. When it comes to the villain of the movie, though, the villain was one of the weakest things about the movie. The guy playing him, which I can't really seem to remember his name too much, he is a good actor, and he does his best in this film. I just don't think his character was that strong. He was your stereotypical evil capitalist who wanted to destroy the world, which, okay, what businessman on the right mind would want to destroy the world? Take it over? Yes. Install stupid things like population control? I can see a corrupt businessman wanting to do that, but wipe out humanity? That's kind of bad for business. And, if a businessman actually wants to do that, he is a bad businessman. Something involving, him having a monopoly or something would make sense. Because, corrupt businessmen in the real world do that. This sounds like so stupid, only a politician would come up with it. That plus the whole evil businessman trope has been done to death at this point. On top of that, there are some unnecessary supporting characters that I just did not get the whole point of them. They amount to very little, and, they don't really do anything So why on earth do you even have them in the movie? I don't know. There's also some wasted potential. Like there's this one moment with the character O.J. Simpson played in the original movie. His son shows up, looks at his picture, and just goes, nah. Like they introduce that character to the movie, and yet they don't really do anything with him. Like I get the joke, because OJ's been accused of some very bad things, but they could have done something with that, and they just didn't. They just threw that in there for a quick joke, and while it's a good joke, yeah, wasted opportunity. So guys, at the end of the day, The Naked Gun, it's not a bad movie. I wouldn't say it's anything special, though. It's got a very paint-by-numbers story, and while it's not, poorly done and, lacks entertainment, it's still very paint-by-numbers. There's some wasted opportunities with the movie, a few supporting characters that I just didn't get the point in them being in the movie. However, Frank Drebin Jr., is the spitting image of his father, and Liam Neeson, actually does a good job portraying a character who's Leslie Nielsen's son, and it's definitely a lot funnier than your average comedy these days. I wouldn't say it's a great time, but you'll definitely enjoy the movie. I'm going to give The Naked Gun a 6. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please look forward to more videos real soon. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And also check out my gaming channel, please. I just started it, and there's already a few videos up on it. Please don't forget. The Podetsky Outer.